Hello, hello, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. I hope you guys are doing well, and I welcome thee to the Siege of Mistrand. This is another custom scenario made by Sin of the Dark Cloud for 3rd Age Total War Reforged. It's a 4 vs 3 siege battle, and I don't know much about this city. I do know it's controlled by Rhun. It's like a runic Esterling city. I did some brief research about it, but all it really said is that it's not canon and it's for an RPG like Lord of the Rings RPG game. So all you really need to know is that it's a runic city and it looks really cool. Sin of the Dark Cloud made this map, I'm pretty sure, and it looks great. You can see it's not a walled city. It's more open. It's got very nice strategic locations where you can hold lots of streets, lots of hills that you can hold against the enemy. So the storyline of this battle is kind of like a what if. So what if the Dwarves and Dale, they were like, you know what guys, you know who grinds my gears? Rhun. Let's make a force and attack them. So that's basically what they're doing here. They're sick of the Esterlings coming to their lands and attacking their people. Now they're gonna make an expedition force and start to take over the runic cities. So that's what we have here. So let's go ahead and dive into these army comps, and then we can get started with the battle. So let's start with the attackers, starting with the Dwarves, commanded by Cannon Fodder. He has a lot of great infantry, a lot of Iron Foot soldiers, catapult, and some war goats on the battlefield. So excellent force right there. Let's move on to the next army, which is our first Dalian army, commanded by Man of Wan Wei. Dale is bringing a good mix of archers, infantry, and cav. Excellent units. Dale has been recently updated to look more like the, Dale from the movie, The Hobbit. So they look really good, really awesome. Can't wait to see them in action. The next force is the 3rd attacking force, commanded by J Monster. Very similar army to his ally. He also has a catapult, some marksmen, some great spears, great shock infantry, dismounted earls, some Dalian paladins. Really cool force. And then for the final force, actually attacking a secret back path, I guess you could say. It's not really secret if he knows about it, but yeah, Sin of the Dark Cloud leading this force, a mix of elves and Dalian soldiers. So he's got the Avari elves, elder pikemen, marksmen, and then the rest of his army, again, very similar to his allies. Let's now move on to the defenders. Now, the first guy we're going to be looking at, this dude is so handsome, so charming, so beautiful. God, his name is Pixelated Apollo. That's right, guys. I'm going to be defending in the siege. I am leading. I have the honor of leading the first layer of defense of this city, and I'm bringing some good old Esterlings. I've got some great units and some elite dragon type units. So yeah, it's Rhun. You've seen Rhun before. They're awesome, and we'll see them in more detail later on in this battle. So the next force that we're going to be looking at kind of is the secondary force. It's commanded by Timo. He's also got a very similar force of a lot of Esterlings, some runic swift blades, some clan crossbows, some javelins. Really awesome stuff. And then the final defending force is commanded by Archangel. He is also bringing a very solid runic army of great infantry, great archers, and great cav. So let's go ahead, guys, and get started with the battle. Alright, so Dale is pushing forward their armies, and we've got two of the Dalian armies ready to attack the main road. I do have a lot of my forces here defending the outer perimeter. I have cav facing the very outermost of the perimeter, the Innis Rim, and some chariots. Now you can see I'm heading back into the defenses. I was thinking about doing a nice frontal charge, maybe catching Dale by surprise, but I can just tell that these players are not going to be caught by surprise. I mean, they're gonna see it coming. The archers are gonna focus all their fire on my cav, and they also have some cav to counter my cav. It's not as good as my cav, but all they have to do is just keep them in one spot for the spears and archers to just focus down all their fire and all their focus. So yeah, I decided to actually be a little bit more defensive with my cav, just hoping to wait for a better opportunity in the future of this battle. So the Dwarves are also pushing forward. You can see Cannon Fodder, who's of course leading the Dwarves. He has some spears close by protecting his catapult. And he also has some pikemen moving up as well. So I think it's pretty obvious that Cannon is going to go for a very aggressive maneuver with his catapult. He's going to use his pikes to to protect it, of course, so I can't just like charge in Cav and take out his catapult. So that's going to be really challenging. What I decided to do is actually get my army behind the walls. If I just left him out in the open, you can see he already has a pretty good hit on my men. We missed that, unfortunately, but yeah, I was like, nope. If he's going to move up his catapult, then I'm just going to let him in and attack him on the sides. Now, obviously, Cannon is a pretty experienced player, so he's not going to just mindlessly charge in. So we'll see what happens there with the Dwarves as they march forward. Now, over on the other side, the little back path, the pathway that leads to the other side of the city, it looks like Archangel is retreating some troops, getting away from this force as Sin of the Dark Cloud continues to close in. I think it's pretty smart not to fight Sin of the Dark Cloud out in the open like that, because there's a very just closed off choke point. Also, there's a great position here, a little cliff that you can put archers up and they will be well protected because soldiers cannot climb up the cliff. So yeah, that's this is just like a really good spot that I think Archangel should really focus most of his attention on. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what develops over on that side. The Dwarves still making their push, making a bold push. Oh, there we go. The catapult is firing, and he's now, oh god, he's going after some of my Cav. Unfortunately, he gets a hit, and here comes another volley. Please get out of the way, Cav. No, no, 2 good hits on our troops, and that's how many did I lose? I lost a good amount. That's for sure of my Innis Rim. So I need to get them behind buildings, the safety of cliffs, and just protect my infantry away from that Cav. So the Dwarves just being really annoying right now, doing what, honestly, what they should be doing, using their infantry to protect the front line and using that catapult to burn and destroy my troops. So yeah, he's still pushing up the catapult. The Dwarves, Ironfoot spears still going, still marching forward as well. So he's not only does he have spears in the front, he's got layers of spears and pikemen just in case I try to break through and get to his catapult, because catapults are so vitally important in siege battles. So yeah, he's still setting up. I'm still hiding my troops behind the cliffs. Again, I'm kind of like, well, what do I do? Because you can see he's trying to angle the catapult to get my men. So yeah, it's not a good thing. And I'm like, oh well, this is not good. I'm trying to like stretch him out, trying to get him even more behind the cliffs, but yeah, I'm still out in the open. But I don't want to give up this position because it's a choke point. I don't want to just give it to the Dwarves, but I might have to. That's one thing that the attack. Oh, we got some catapult fire coming down this way. This is excellent. Where is that coming from? Let's see. Oh yes, we have Archangel up. This is amazing. Up on this cliffside. Look how far he's firing. This is insane. Over a little river thing into Dale's army. That's awesome. So that's definitely going to give us some support. Now, one thing, what I was going to say is that Dale, what they have, the attackers have over us, is that they have a lot of archers. They have a lot more than us, and it's going to be brutal trying to defend this settlement with no walls against archers. So we kind of have to play the scorched earth policy kind of mentality where we just kind of let them in. Look at that. Look at that. That's from archers. Just terrible. Like, on my end, this was not a good start for me. I was kind of just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to just let them in, but I had no other choice because I didn't really have the archer force to compete with his force. But I think the Dwarves have decided to march forward. The spears are moving forward. These Dwarves look so awesome too. But yeah, finally, my ally, or not finally, but my allies decided to move up some crossbows to support me, which I was so happy to see. I was like, oh, thank God. I don't think I had any, well, I did have some crossbows, but I don't think I had any clan crossbowmen. I had a lot of bow units. I could be wrong. But yeah, he's getting, oh yeah, some great hits on these Ironfoot spearmen. Really awesome hits. Back over here, Dale is still not moving forward. He's just using his archers to soften up our defense. And I think the catapult is also still firing at this army as well. But he's moving up his Athala Rangers, trying to, are they trying to get the catapults? Kind of facing the catapult. They might be trying to shoot it down, but I doubt they can reach. Now he's moving up some Dalian marksmen. J-Monster moving up Dalian marksmen. Again, just using their skirmishers to soften up our defense, so we can't really do anything about that. I've now decided to charge in my Gamp Rim into the front lines to take on these Ironfoot spears, and he's actually going to outflank me with some of his spears. My ally, or actually this is my unit right here, I've got my tribesmen using their javelins to focus down their fire, and the military advisor who's saying we are winning the battle even though it just freaking started. And now I'm going to flank around with some Camul's Chosen. This is a very elite infantry, and oh, these dwarves are falling fast. So I was quite happy to see that Cannon has kind of left his units open to a flanking charge. But they are dwarves, and they are very stubborn and just very, very good warriors. So it's even though we're outflanking them, it's not going to be an easy task. And my Gamp Rim are just getting slaughtered right now, slaughtered to the Ironfoot spears. But yeah, it's still an okay situation. We really got to take out these crossbows though, because they're chewing us up. And we can't have that. We cannot have that. I do have some archers over here, and I'm pushing up my catapult. So I decided to be very aggressive with my catapult as well. So I'm going to put it in the streets here and hopefully cut down some dwarves with some fiery balls of justice. We also got some good cav charges coming in, flanking around the spears. I can't stay for long though because of the crossbow fire and the fact that I'm charging into spears. I was going to try to do a frontal charge on the crossbows, but unfortunately he moved up his pikes, and he's also got some Khazad-dûm reclaimers, which is an axe throwing unit. So yeah, very unfortunate there. But my swordsmen, my Camul's Chosen, they're doing an excellent job. They need to just charge forward again. Here we go. Come on, charge. Charge, men. Keep on pushing. Keep on attacking. Over on the other side, I think Dale is beginning to advance their troops. He's pushing up his archers, his spears, and he's going to continue the constant bombardment of arrows. And I do have, okay, so you know what? Here's my clan crossbowmen. But originally I was like, man, this is such a good spot. They're up on this cliff, they're high up, but the Dalian marksmen have fantastic range, and my crossbows are getting melted. And at this point, I just saw them getting destroyed, and I was like, well, they might as well just stand their ground and die, because I don't know. I feel like it's too late anyways. I mean, they still have 40 in the unit, but yeah, it's not. Oh, nice, you guys are shooting in the dirt. Good job, good job. Yeah, so that was really bad micro on my part. I was so focused on the dwarven engagement that I was not paying attention. And now Dale is sending over some light cav to support his dwarven ally. I'm going to send in my cav as well to try to contain them. Nice little cav engagement in the middle of this infantry fight. Really cool fight indeed. And then we've got more infantry closing in on the dwarves. Really just trying to focus down the dwarves, trying to get them off the battlefield. More pikes moving forward into the front line. More earls getting into the fight. I think over on this side, the dwarves are also pushing on our flanks, so we've got to try to hold. We got to defend our lands. My Camus shadow bows are now in melee. I did not mean to put them in melee, but it's the only thing I had over here to protect these catapults. But I think, yeah, my ally Timo, he's actually sending up some swordsmen, some runic swift blades to get into the front line. Dale has now decided to attack over on this side, so you can see he's pushing with some Dalian spearmen. But I'm going to still hold this front line, my great Gamp Rim polearm units. And he's got another unit of reserve, some Dalian spearmen ready to push forward. I've pushed out some troops as well. I was just kind of getting sick of just shot at from a distance, so I wanted to close in the gap and just engage the Dalian spearmen. Dale is also pushing up this hillside where I have some cav, but I also have some missile troops as well who are firing over the cav. And I think I'm going after the Dale marksmen, just trying to soften them up a little bit because they are chewing up. It's not the infantry in this battle that I'm afraid of. It's the archers. The fact that we don't really have any walls or, you know, protection against these arrows, it makes it very challenging to face these armies that are very archer heavy. But more spears are going into the fight. Unfortunately, because of all the Dalian cav breaking through that front line where the dwarves are fighting, this Earl unit was able to get behind my my javelins. So we've just got holes everywhere in our defense. which is not a good sign. But yeah, the Cav is still running around, causing issues, trying to flank. Oh, the catapult. Oh, the catapult gets a good hit, unfortunately. And I think I retreat. Yeah, see, I lost the catapult to the Dwarven catapult. And he was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm retreating. I didn't want to lose my catapult so early on, especially without it getting a lot of kills. But, oh, God. Yeah, there's not much we can do. I mean, I guess we could fall back even more, but I didn't want... That's just not me, you know? I don't fall back. I do occasionally when it's, like, all I can do, but I like to stand my ground and fight these bastards and protect my homeland. Protect this great runic city. But here comes Dale flanking around with his Earls, trying to look for more opportunity for vulnerable units. We're still fighting. Battle's in our favor. Oh, you know what? You know what? This is the Dwarven point of view, this battle replay. So that's why he's saying the battle's in his favor, because it is in his favor. Yeah, like I accidentally deleted my replays, so I needed someone else to send it to me. Thank God, Canon. Big thanks to Canon for actually having the replay and sending it to me. But yeah, this fight's still waging on. It's actually pretty close here between my runic warriors and the Dwarven warriors. It's a really close little pocket of fighting. Over here, we've defeated the Dalian advancement, but does that sound right? But he's setting up Dale Swordmasters to now take on my polearms, and he's also got some archers close by who are firing down and getting some good hits. Getting some great hits. My Swiftblade still in the front line. Got my Cav, I keep falling back, keep pushing back. Dale is slowly still on this side, pushing up his spears, pushing up his archers. This is where I decided to fall back. I'm leaving one unit behind to just hold them back to save the other unit. There we go. I'm gonna oh, look at this too. Look at this. Not paying attention. All of my javelins are dead on the battlefield. Oh man, Apollo, you're garbage. But yeah, I'm gonna fall back and try to stop. Like, I can't defend all these areas. I really can't. So I need to close in, keep my troops closer together. Much closer together. Oh, look at this. A little gap in the defense. And now he's going to charge in more Dalian Cav. And he's going to go once again for vulnerable units. I'm charging in some spearmen to try to cut off the Cav. But Dale has their Dale sitting in there, Dale Swordmasters to stop them. And now the Cav is going to be free to run down this clan crossbowman, which is very, very unfortunate. Since we're already outnumbered in the skirmish department, we definitely need as many crossbows as possible. But the fight is still going on, but it's starting to look like the Dwarves are going to take this one. My troops are getting very depleted. I see a lot of dead Esterlings. Not a good sight whatsoever. Over on the other side, we're still holding pretty well. I've got some polearms facing multiple Dwarven units. Also, I've got some units flanking around trying to support this battle. So yeah, not terrible. And we also have a lot of reserves over here. Timo has some troops. I've got my catapult. I'm reforming, trying to set it up. Okay, this is where the trouble starts to begin. Look at this. J-Monster's gonna flank around with his Dalian Cav to try to get to the other side, and my catapult has no protection, absolutely no protection. And now that my ally is sending in his swift blades, I especially have no protection. Now I think I've got, yeah, I do have some bladesmen, some sapphire bladesmen. This is a javelin unit. I'm gonna try to keep them back. Honestly, I don't think I saw this Cav charge coming, so yeah, this was not good. I was like, no. Please, no. I just want my catapult to live. So yeah, he's doing some charges. Not a good sight. More of the Esterlings going into the main fight, facing the Dwarven infantry. And Dale is starting to break through our ranks over here. He's got my men surrounded. Just don't have enough troops to defend all these areas. It's sad. It's tragic. The spear is still taking on these Dale Swordmasters. Let's see what's going up on the cliff here. Nothing really, just falling back. All I have here is Cav, and I'm not going to fight Spearmen. I could charge down, but I'm afraid of the archers because they would focus fire and just slaughter my cav. And I feel like the cav is really one of my stronger units, so I don't want to lose them. Like, seriously, what happened over here? Look at this. What happened? What? All these, was it archers? All these dead runic soldiers. Not a lot of dead enemies nearby. And unfortunately, my spears are getting surrounded. And you can see that this defense is crumbling very fast. The dwarves are victorious over on this flank. I only have a handful of spearmen trying to put up a good fight. Really, what's left of this outer defense is right here, taking on a small group of dwarves. But we're holding. We're certainly holding. We stopped the cav, by the way. He's got one unit. My Kaboodle's shadow bows did an excellent job of cutting these guys down. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? Take this dude out. He killed like 4 people and just running in place. Please. Please, guys. Kill him. Come on. There we go. Thank you. You're dead. See you later. Good night. Good day. Alright, let's see what's going on over on the other pathway. Still not a lot happening here. There was a little bit of a fight. Oh my god, again. What the hell is happening? Rhun, a bunch of dead soldiers. Rhun has, oh, why is he just leaving his... I guess Archangel just has the mentality like, you know what? I've got nothing for these archers, so I might as well just send up sacrificial units to absorb the ammo. Maybe that's what he's going for. It's actually not that bad of an idea if you send up like lower end units to absorb the ammo as like, you know, cannon fodder, as meat shields. But yeah, I guess that's what's happening. He does have the catapult up here, who is also getting shot with the archer fire, and the Kaboodle's shadow bows who are also firing down and trying to take out these marksmen, Dalian marksmen. So yeah, just a big skirmish going on over on the other side. Let's head back over to this front and see what's happening here. So I'm now firing my catapult at Dale's position. They've now conquered this defensive location. Now they're just resetting up their forces. My spears are still putting up a great fight over here. It's just that they're surrounded and they will eventually be cut down. Dale is also mobilizing troops on this side. He is getting his marksmen into position, into range. I am retreating what I have left. I'm getting my my missile troops out of there. I also have some Dragon's Wrath crossbowmen, which is a very, very nasty crossbow unit. And I think that's about it. I have my cav too. So you can see my army was destroyed pretty quickly. Timo is getting his troops out of there. But yeah, we have fallen back to the second layer of defense. Got some archers trying to hold back Dale, trying to kill some of his archers and try to make it easier for the defenses a little bit later on. Now, we still have our catapult active here. Really, there's no hope for this catapult. There's no way this catapult is going to get to safety, so I might as well make my stand here and try to get some kills. Honestly, I haven't gotten lucky. I haven't been able to get any good hits. Look at that. Another bad hit, and the Dale marksmen stand like just stone-faced, not even phased. They're like, oh, a giant fiery ball almost hit us. No big deal. We'll just stand here and begin to fire arrows. And of course, he's going after my catapult. And the dwarves, look at this. The dwarves just push in. Just classic dwarf. No, just doing dwarven things. Pushing in that low center of gravity, that just heavy armor, making their way, using their mass. And now my catapult is done for. The crew is stuck in prolonged melee, and they're going to die. So, yeah, very, very bad play from my use of the catapult. Very, very unfortunate there. And the dwarves continue to push and fight our Esterling defense. Now, at this point, I was telling my allies, like, hey, you got this fresh flag room, get them out of here. Just get them out of here. They're not going to do any good here. He's got 3 units of them. He should have just retreated them up the hill and used them up here. So we'll see if he actually does it. But I was telling him, I was like, hey, man, I don't think your units are going to do any good here because they're going to get surrounded by Dale, because Dale has this lower defense, this lower area of the settlement on lockdown. And now to just rub salt in our wounds, cannon fodder is firing the catapults into this big golden blob. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good, guys. All right, let's head back over to the other side of the battle. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so Dale is now marching in, I think, some spearmen. Oh, nice. Killed one guy. But yeah, the spears are going to hold here. You know, it just, our entire side not getting any luck with these catapults. But over on the other side, they're getting tons of luck. But that's just battle. There's an element of luck to it, you know? It's just, there's not much you can do. But here comes the first charge. The first infantry engagement on this side, I believe. But yeah, here we go. Spears versus spear. This is an excellent little positioning here of runic spearmen. So nice. Archangel having to defend this side. Let's go back over to the losing side. The hopeless side. As the dwarves continue to use their mass to just push through our lines. Timo is sending in some reinforcements, trying to fight for this location. I don't know why. I really don't. Again, I think he should retreat his infantry out of there. My archers are still holding up on this hillside, firing down. I've got the high ground, which is good. It's definitely good to have a high vantage point. But yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, they just have so many archers that I can't really compete with their archers. And honestly, I know this is a losing battle. I'm just trying to get them. What is this? What is this? A lone ranger. 2 rangers coming up and attacking my archers. The bastards. What's this? A ranger caught off his guard. Look at these guys. And they're even taking some friendly fire. Trying to silence my archers with this damn rangers. What a bastard. But no, it's fine. Again, what I was saying before I saw the rangers is that I'm just trying to get him to waste his ammo on something other than our heavy infantry. Because we need our heavy infantry to hold the front lines. And yeah, I'm just going for anything really, guys. Just firing in this big blob of red. Royal red. And the dwarves are still pushing. Over here, the grind fest continues. There they go. Not even stopping. Cannon fodder doesn't even care. Just, you know what he's doing right now as a player? He's just grabbing his men. He's clicking right here. He's like, go here. Go here. Right here. Go here. Okay, I've got troops falling back. The dwarves are just pushing my men into the air. Just click past them. Just go past them, dwarves. Past them. So yeah, my defense, that's what dwarves do, man. You got to be careful, like trying to hold choke points against them because they're just so good at just breaking through these lines and using their low center of gravity and their mass and just. And Timo sending in more infantry. Oh, look at, see. Now he's fighting the marksman over on this side. So I guess I don't know if these marksmen are out of ammo, but if they do still have ammo, this is kind of a win because we're killing archers. But I've got a good feeling that these guys have used up all their ammo, and now Dale begins their march. And this is where the battle gets really epic, guys. This is pretty cool. So my archers are they need to get out of there, and I'm sitting in my Dragon Wraith crossbows. They're going to try to get some good hits. Remember, these guys are crazy awesome. And my cav is now pushing forward this way. We do have a good solid position here from Timo. He's going to use his Camille Shadow Bows to really soften Dale up. And this is really, like, this right here has to be it, right? Like, this has to be the location where we make our stand because it's such a good spot. We've got this massive hill. We've got this really great cliff here. And just Dale is going all in. So I feel like this has to be it. This is where we make our stand, and this is where we kill Dale. Dang it. And I have my cav, so I'm actually going to charge in my my bodyguards. This is my general. He's going to go in. Let's see if he gets a good charge here. What is that, general? What is that? That was a terrible charge. Now the spears are going to charge me. God, that's awful. Yeah, just not playing that well in today's battle, honestly. Not that well. Timo now setting up his javelins. Again, we're trying to skirmish down the enemy as much as possible. Back over here, the dwarves are still making their push. The pikes leading the way. And here we go. There we go. Much better charge. Cutting down the marksmen who are trying to go through the center. And I think we've got more cav. I'm sending over more and more cav. This is a very open area. This is what I was kind of waiting for. An opportunity like this. It only comes once a lifetime for a moment like this. And I'm going to charge and use my cav as annoyingly as possible. That was a good javelin throw, taking out these spears. But there's a whole nother layer of spears about to charge these tribesmen. Hopefully he gets them out of there. But look at them. They're just standing their ground. I love that. Stand their ground, killing these men. It's kind of like watching a line of, like, you know, like a Napoleonic line. Seeing a charging, another line charging them and then firing. Very cool stuff. But yeah, they're going to charge in and engage these javelins in melee. He's trying to get them out of there. He got some of them out. And now he's sending in the Kaboodle's shadow bows. Do we not have any infantry? See, imagine if he had the 3 units from down here up here. It would make the world of difference. It would make a difference. It's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, let's see. I've got my general back here. Again, I've got lots of heavy cav. Timo is now sending in some troops. I wish he sent them forward a little bit sooner, but that's okay. It's better late than never. It's not like Dale has conquered the hill. He kind of has, but it's not like he has control of it completely. So we still have time to send over infantry and support them. Now, I don't know if these shadow bows used up all their ammo. See, like, that's another reason why I wish we had, like, infantry here ready to go, because I think he had to use his shadow bows as a, like, basically as an infantry unit instead of, like, having them sit back and use all of their ammo. I don't know if that's the case, because this isn't my unit. Yeah, I don't, maybe he did send it in when they were all used up on their ammo. But yeah, I'm charging in my heavy cav once again into the flanks of Dale, and look at this. I'm now going to go run down here and go for the very vulnerable marksman. He left a wide open window, and I'm going to take it. Very nice. Very nice. That's what we need to go for. Those archers. That's the real pain of this army. And finally, Rhun sending in reinforcements. Dale coming around, flanking her. Oh, he's getting. Oh, the Dale swordsman getting wrecked by Timo's his crossbows. That was awesome, man. Look at them all dead there. These are the elite crossbows. Very expensive, but very deadly. Uh-oh. More javelins in trouble. Dale, see, this is really good, though, because Dale, there's a lot of openings around here. Their infantry is engaged in multiple different spots. My cav is running back and forth, just like a pinball, just hammering these guys, just crushing them, doing hammer and anvils, and trying to keep this cav alive. I might as well send another cav unit. Oh, also there's a fight going on here. I completely forgot about this, but yeah. This is also really important. Timo is holding this flank. J-Monster focusing most of his assault here. And we also have Archangel with his cav running around. I've got, he's got another, Archangel's got more cav over on this side. The fight over here is really just getting so grindy. It's an absolute grind fest. 2017. So yeah, Dale is, I mean, really, there's not much strategy to this. It's just use your archers, use your infantry, which is what he's doing quite well. But Archangel is also doing a pretty good job of holding this flank and making sure that we don't have any troops getting, you know, behind us, flanking around. All right, so with our cav support and our infantry, we're actually doing a pretty good job here. This is a nice little, like, victory for us so far, where we're cutting down Dale's infantry. It was mostly spears, but it's better than nothing. And now we got more and more, I'm committing more and more of my cav into this fight. Again, this is just such a great opportunity, yeah, like that, to cut down these men. And now I'm going to open up another little window, and I'm going to go charge down here. look for more vulnerable targets. I was actually, you know, I was going to plan to get the catapult. And you can see the dwarves are setting up Sons of the Fallen. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, this catapult. I was going to get it here. Yeah, and then I was like, nah, not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to try to go for that dwarven catapult, get some revenge, but he's got his war goats. He'll be able to close in with infantry really fast. So I'm going to get my cav out of there, fall them back, retreat. Oh, look at Dale. Look at Dale. He's like, nope, you're not retreating. But I charge in another cav charge from my bodyguard. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Here's Timo. He's got his crossbows. They're loading up. These are the Dragon Wrath crossbows. They're insanely good. Let's see. Are they going to fire? Get a couple shots here and there. Looks like they're going out. Yes, there we go. Yeah, going after the Dalian Paladins. Yay, more infantry coming into the fray. Where are they going? Charge. See, we're making our stand here. Making our stand. Now, the big issue over here is that we don't have anything protecting our flank. So, yeah, Dale is victorious. And they can now... it's not a huge force, though. It's only about 4 units. So, it's not that big of a deal. Also, there's a little secret cav unit here. Look at this. There's a little pathway that probably Sin made. He's like, oh, I can make a little secret pathway nobody will know about. This is my map. But yeah, he's got a unit of Dalian light cav just kind of watching in the back flank. So that's something we got to watch out for. And I knew about it. And I think he knew I knew about it. Because you'll see why soon. There we go. Another cav charge. This is Timo's bodyguard. More infantry. He's got his Dragon Wrath crossbows. Unfortunately, now in the fight.
They have lost half their men.
So an epic final stand here against Dale. But we've got to watch the flank. They still have not moved up their men, which is good. We've got a small unit of Camp Rim just trying to hold them back, trying to delay them as long as possible. But I think thanks to the Dwarves, they're kind of turning this battle around. Their heavy infantry just too much for ours. Oh, and the Flames of Justice coming down from the Dragon Wrath crossbowmen. That was a great little volley there of fire and death. And now, are they going to charge into melee? Yes, they are. They're going to try to contain these Dwarves, Sons of the Fallen. Pretty soon they're going to become Fallen Sons of the Fallen. Hopefully. Here comes the Dwarven Pikes joining the fight. Trying to hold them off for as long as possible. Look at all their men they've got left over. It's an insane amount of troops. But I think that's it, though. I think that all we have to do is kill this force. That's all we have to do. Look at these Ironfoot Guard. Nice column formation. 2 pikes here. What's... Just hanging out, watching the battle. Timo's still using his bodyguard, still trying to save this battle. There's a little bit of an opening here he could try to run through, but I don't know if he's going to take it. I think he's just constantly charging into the Dale Swordmasters. Here we go. He's going to charge in. Oh, no, he's not going to go for it. He's going to fall back. All right, let's see what else is happening. Again, still nothing over here. I'm actually surprised J-Monster's just not pushing forward and trying to surround the other army that's holding on the other side. I think I've got my cav. I got a couple troops left, I think, at this point. Oh, you know what? I've got cav over here supporting this fight. That's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to run down a flanking unit of Dalian cav. I think, oh, you know what? That was the unit up here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he ran down and... their little surprise cav charge, but I saw it coming. I did. Here's my general. He's still alive, which is good. He's going to join up with the last remaining runic force as we prepare to make our final stand. Sin of the Dark Cloud, he's actually pretty close to losing his army. He still has a lot of reserves back here, but it's a lot of archers, and he's got spears pushing forward. but it's a really close fight. Really epic struggle. My Dragon Wrath crossbows are in the fight. They used up all their ammo, I'm pretty sure. Here comes more of my cav, looking for opportunities to attack the men on the flank. It's a unit of 9. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We still have a couple units of reserve over here from Archangel. So we still have some reserve, which is good. Here we go, let's flank. Not a really great charge here on my end. It just didn't create enough space to get a good charge going. Let's head back over here, let's see what's happening. Oh, nice. Okay, there's some crazy cav engagements going on. Archangel and Timo using their cav to slow down this flank and cut down the dismounted Earls. If you can get good charges on them, you can kill quite a lot of troops. And yeah, unfortunately over on this side, our line is getting destroyed, and the resistance over here is no longer resisting. Excuse me. They're winning. That's basically what I'm trying to say. That was a good charge. Good cav charge after the Blacklock Engineers. Now they're going to fall back. Still just trying to slow them down. Trying to buy time, essentially. Our only hope of winning this battle is defeating Sin's army and then reforming and getting ready for the remaining force of you know, Dale and the Dwarves, which is possible. I think very much so that we can win this one, especially if we're really smart with our cav, which right there, that was a great charge from Timo, running down a lot of these archers. If we're really smart with our cav, we might have an opportunity to actually win this one and just use like choke points and defensive locations. Here comes another cav charge, going after a big blob of Earls. Charge, men! Nice. So they're now going to probably disengage. Yeah, ooh, they lost a lot though. Unfortunately, they were able to kill a lot of the cav, which really sucks. And now we're down to our final stand. We got a death of a general. I think that was Archangel's or maybe Timo's general. Here's the final stand of Camille's Chosen. We do have a little bit of units, a couple units here fighting their hearts out. Yeah, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good at all. Also, we have Camille's Dragon Knights. That's another sweet name. That's an awesome cav unit. Look at the silver. I like it. You know you're elite in the Esterling runic army when you're silver, not gold. Oh, the crossbow fire, though. Is that my guys? Yeah, hey. My Dragon Wrath crossbows. Sweet, they still have ammo. I thought they were out of ammo. But they're putting down supporting fire. Look at these guys. It's insane. It's like, look at that. Nice. I'm going after the pikes. These archers have long pikes. Come on, keep up the rate of fire. You guys can do it. Alright, so we got the Dragon Knights trying to chase down this cav unit. They're attacking a catapult that has no longer ammo, has no more ammo, so it's not a big deal. Honestly, I think Archangel probably should have saved this catapult for this push over here. He was the guy who was firing at the beginning of the battle from this cliff. I think he should have saved at least half of his ammo for this big blob, because imagine if he had a catapult on this ledge right here firing down. It would have done a lot of destruction. Yeah, Camille's Chosen! Burn him! Or whatever, the Dragon Wraith. Or Wrath. It's not the Camille's Chosen. Yeah, that was a good volley there. Come on, keep it up. Let's do another one. Come on. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Awesome. That's so cool. So the epic stand still continues to go on here. And the Cavs still trying to delay the reinforcements from Dale and the Dwarves. I've got my bodyguard over there as well. I think I'm giving up at this point. I was like, nope. I'm going to meet up with the infantry and hope for a miracle. Archangel, watch out, dude. You're getting charged. He's probably focused on the other side. That's the challenge of fighting on two fronts. There's another great shot there from my Dragon Wrath. Always want to say Wraith. I think finally at this point I am out of ammo. Oh wait, no, that was Archangels. Mine's right here. They're finally out of the ammo. Actually, you know what? They still have ammo, but I had to send them in to kind of block this little path right here so Archangel could continue to fire with his crossbows. But they're pretty good in melee. They're really good. Alright, so this is what's left of our cav. I'm pretty much down to, at this point, my general and my crossbows. Oh, nice. This is excellent. A good flank here. And look at this. We got Dragon Knights fighting Dragon Slayers. What a weird world we live in. And I'm also going to send in my general as well. This is our only hope. Come on, quick. Crush them. Break them. Break their spirits. Flank around. Kill them all. We have to hurry up because the reinforcements are here. Dale, J-Monster sending in his Earls. Not a good sight. Not a good sight at all. My bodyguard. Come on, get a charge. Where are they going? I think they're just going to create some space, go in for another charge. The crossbows in loose formation, they're going to be the first layer of defense against these Earls. Rest in peace, crossbows. You're not going to make it out of this alive. But they're buying time. They're buying time. Hold. Hold, damn you. So now actually Archangel is sending in the Kaboodle's Chosen to fight these guys. Nice charge. Another good charge. You can see at the same time the Dragon Knights went in for a charge as well, trying to kill these guys. Oh, we're so close to killing at least one of these armies. My general went in for a really pathetic cav charge there. And the war goats, disgusting war goats, are surrounding my men, trying to kill my general. They're pretty much stuck in the fight now, and all they can do is just fight to the death. There goes my general, dead to by the hands of disgusting war goats. And now our men are surrounded, and at this point, there truly was no hope to winning this battle. Go, Dragon Knights. Oh, no. Look at it. What the hell? Look at these swords. Those swords are ginormous. Oh my god. I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy over here or something. Oh, that is a bit ridiculous. They might want to scale down those swords a little bit. But yeah. Doesn't matter because they're going to win this battle. Now we're just kind of watching the last final moments of this runic army fight to the death for their city. My general's bodyguard still alive. Still trying to fight off Dale's cav. Here comes the dwarves to finish the job. Damn war goats. Avari Elder Spearman still fighting. And the Dragon Slayers still very much alive. Look at these bows too. What the hell? So goofy looking. But yeah, they're firing in the backs of the Kaboodle's Chosen. But the Kaboodle's Chosen putting up a great stand. It was close, guys. I mean, look at the 82 to 97. It's pretty close. It wasn't extremely close, but I think this scenario, I think Sin is going to rebalance it to make, because it's really impossible to know if a scenario is balanced until you play it. I think to make it more balanced is just to give the attackers less archers. That was the main problem of this defense, is just we had nothing to counter the archers. You know, everything that we could try to do, they just had a counter for it. So they were just able to kind of sit back and use those arrows. But nonetheless, it was still an amazing battle, a great fight, and I'm very happy with my team's performance. I thought we did really well. On my end, though, I wasn't too happy on how I played this one. I think I made a lot of costly mistakes. Again, this was my first time playing on this map, so I didn't really know. I think if I could go back, I would have been more patient. I would have given up more land. You know, let them come in the settlement a little bit more and then attack. So like, imagine if we made our main stand right here on this hill, or even further back, like this little defense right here. That way we wouldn't have to worry about multiple flanks and stuff. So yeah, I think that's what if I play this again and I'm the same exact army, I would just retreat, get my men out of there, and try to make the major stand up on this hillside or something like that. Just because it's a little bit easier to defend. There's just so many paths you have to defend over on the other side. So we'll just go ahead and fast forward, guys, as this battle carries on. Just the final stand of the runic soldiers. There we go. We have a mid defeat, and there we go. Close victory. Again, this was the point of view cannon fodder who was leading the dwarves. Great kills by everyone here. Everyone did well. It was awesome. Great battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's look at the kills of the dwarves. So pretty sweet. 349 I think is the most, which is the Ironfoot crossbowmen. So yeah, those crossbows, those archers just really chewed us up. But yeah, that's gonna end the fight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a fantastic battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.